Broadcasting live from the heart of Lenawee County, Michigan. Sports Talk Radio with a local angle on Inside the Cave. Weekdays from 7 to 9 a.m. on 96.5 FM. We give opinions and analysis on what's happening in the world of sports. Interview area coaches and players. And get you ready to start your day.
Sweet, man.
Grab a flashlight, hiking boots, and a compass because it's time to go Inside the Cave. Weekday mornings 7 to 9 on 96.5 The Cave and 965thecave.com.
Big news out of the Big Ten. Word has come down that the commissioner, Kevin Warren, that despite petitions by parents and players in the conference, there will not be Big Ten football this fall. Instead, he says the focus is now on finding a safe and effective manner to hold fall sports at some point in the winter or spring. Big Ten officials are hoping to start the season as early as possible, perhaps in January. Meanwhile, elsewhere, some colleges are trying to play football. North Carolina coach Mack Brown says remote classes with no students on campus helped seal his team's bubble, allowing the Tar Heels to play football this fall. Unlike what he sees at other institutions, here's what Brown had to say.
I look up and I see these universities with these students downtown on the strip, and there's hundreds of them that don't have masks and they're hanging out. Now, maybe they're not taking tests, and everybody on our campus I see is wearing a mask. So, and if we got 19,000 students and 150 have shown positives, I thought that was a rather low number for initially coming back.
Mack Brown, the head football coach at UNC. Michigan's Carlo Kemp says watching other colleges play while they aren't is going to be, quote, weird, unquote.
Yeah, I get that, but, you know, there's a lot of people saying if you can't have students on campus, what are you doing playing football? If everybody's gone and they're all on remote learning, what are you doing playing football? And a lot of people are seeing that as a strictly money grab by the universities. I guess we'll see.
Other college football news? I mean, we'll get into it later.
Yeah.
For sure. The Georgia Bulldogs, they're planning to have fans between the hedges this season, mirroring other schools in the SEC, Southeastern Conference. The school announced a ticket plan that would allow 20 to 25% capacity at Sanford Stadium. That translates to crowds of about 18,500 to 23,000 for Georgia's 4 home games. Notre Dame canceled its Wednesday football practice and might take today off. The decision is in response to the school's decision to go online classes because of the virus outbreak on campus, with 150 students testing positive. Also, Wake Forest All-Conference wide receiver Sage Surratt has opted out of the upcoming season to prepare for the NFL draft. Some news out of Michigan. Cue the fight song.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Need some good news for Michigan fans.
Okay, here we go.
It's time. The Wolverines, they sign a big-time basketball recruit, landing a 4-star guard, Frankie Collins, one of the premier point guards in the country. Collins reportedly averaged 13.9 points and 6.2 assists while playing for Compass Prep in Arizona. He later transferred to Coronado High School in Nevada, where he played his senior season alongside 5-star guard Jaden Hardy. Collins picked Michigan over 7 schools that populated his final list. They were Arizona State, Auburn, Gonzaga, Kansas, New Mexico, Vanderbilt, and USC.
The Scooch.
Oh, that got in there late, man. That was too quick.
A scooch?
Yeah, that wasn't supposed to get in there.
A couple of
It was too quick with the lever.
couple of MLB scores. Toronto beat Boston 5-2. Baltimore, rather. Boston beat Philly 6-3. Kansas City beat Cincinnati 4-0 in their first game of a doubleheader. Then Cincinnati blanks KC 5-0 in Game 2. Tampa Bay beat the Yankees Minnesota dropped the game to Milwaukee, so Tigers couldn't take advantage of that. And we got the Oakland A's over Arizona 4-1. We do have some NBA and NHL scores. I'll get to those right now. The game yesterday afternoon for the NHL, the Lightning eliminate the Blackhawks. Final score 5-4. Game was in overtime. Tampa Bay got that win. Boston Bruins take a 2-1 win over Carolina, and they advance to the next round. I predicted that score exactly.
Oh, please.
Colorado 7 over Arizona's 1.
You predicted that score exactly?
We were pretty close on that one.
Oh,
We knew it
you
would be a blowout.
Okay, right.
I need to
okay.
check the tape.
Yeah.
We were pretty close on that score. Canadians beat the Flyers to stay alive in their series 5-3. So the series is 3-2. I said the Canadians would win. I got the score wrong, but I had the Canadians winning. And a game I picked wrong. The Canucks beat the Blues in Game 5, 4-3. So they take a 3-2 series lead over the defending champs. The NBA games yesterday, the Raptors beat the Nets 104-99. Jazz clobber the Nuggets 124-105. Celtics take care of the 76ers to go up 2-0. They win that one 128-101. Mavericks, big upset over the Clippers 127-114. And those were the games for the NBA and NHL yesterday. And that's it for the sports update.
That's it for the update?
Yeah.
Wow.
Was that long enough? Did you guys get all that?
Huh?
Did you guys get all that?
What
And then
guys?
All of you listening, guys
Oh.
and gals.
Okay. I don't,
Was that too much of me?
it usually is.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry. John will do it at 8.
no,
If you wanna
probably
listen.
not.
Oh, probably not. You got to click the buttons
I
today.
got too many levers today. Too
All
many
right.
levers.
Well, I guess I'll do it again at 8.
I know, but don't tell them that.
Oh, okay. All right. John will do it at 8. We might make a last second switch.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
did you want me to read this NFL story?
What NFL story?
I don't know. You handed it to me.
I don't know. It was in the pile.
Okay. They're considering a fake crowd noise policy for 2020.
Oh yeah.
So they're going to take a page out of Atlanta's playbook.
no, they're
and
taking
pump
a
in some
page
crowd
out
noise.
of. They're taking a page out of the Diamond League.
That too.
Yeah.
And the NHL
right.
and the MLB.
right.
Right.
So they're gonna pump in some noise or something.
Yep. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Are they
So-
gonna pump in noise if they actually have fans in the stands?
I
At least some,
I would.
just
Yeah.
to kind of make up for, if you only got like 10,000 in a 80,000 seat, you might have to pump it up a little bit.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
But at least the players won't know it's fake. That's cool.
Yeah. All right. I want to go back to.
You want to go back?
I mean, there were playoff games last night, quite a few, and during the day. But
no.
the most important game for Michiganders and Tiger fans was Casey Mize.
Yeah.
I took 3 big takeaways from the game. We can get into more specifics about how Mize pitched, but I'll give you 3 quick things about the game. What they told me. Number
Who
one,
told you?
me. What the game told me.
Oh,
Ready? Number
it was
one.
talking to you?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Number 1, Chicago is a contender. I wasn't crazy when I picked them to win the division.
Oh, I don't know.
We heard it multiple times last night. This might be the best or most on fire offense in all of baseball.
You could sit there and say that, okay? But
Yes.
the thing is, and we talk about the Tigers and how well they got off to a good start, but it was Kansas City and it was
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Well, Cincinnati's
turned
not
out-
a bad club, but
They're not a good club so far.
They weren't playing, really good teams. Well, you can say the same thing about the White Sox. The White Sox were slubbing around at 500 before they got to play the Tigers and pick up some wins. So that's not a convincer for me. They didn't do that great coming in. So we'll still see. But of course, you know, it doesn't, if you could just hang around 500. Do you know that there are only 12 teams that are 500 and above? And 16 make the playoffs. That means right now, if you had to do it, 4 teams under 500 would be in the playoffs. So you don't have to be, you know, you do 500, you're probably going to get in. Doesn't have to be that great. That's why the Tigers just got to hang on by their fingernails. So,
Well, I mean, Detroit's 2-8 in their last 10.
I know.
Chicago's 6-4.
2-8 in their last 10. They're on an 8-game losing streak. So that's the 8. We knew that already. They got to flip this thing and get a win. All right.
So
what's number 2?
Look, I'm just saying Chicago's a contender.
Oh,
I'm not.
we still don't have that drop
What drop?
from On the Waterfront when Marlon Brando says, "I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody."
Well, we now have that drop. Let me make a note of when you said that. All right. Thanks, John. Now we have it. My second takeaway from the game yesterday, the Tigers' offense is not good.
Well, yeah,
It's been an issue. They, at least last night, they were not good.
you know, you're right. There's a situation there. If these young guys are going to throw, we might get a game like Mize where he pitches well enough to maybe get the win. And the Tigers got to win those games. You know, Skubal had some trouble right out of the gate, and you know, the pen didn't do the Tigers any favors night before last. But these guys are going to get better, obviously. But when they throw well enough to win, they got to get the W. Got to have it.
You do. I mean, they were.
Because, you know, too many of them aren't throwing well enough to win. Boyd is still struggling, you know. But you do have, you know, the other guys are doing okay outside of Boyd. But they got to get, you're right, they need more run production.
I mean, you're looking at Miggy with a relatively low batting average.
Yeah.
There was a pitch yesterday that he popped up to the second baseman. It was a hanging slider, breaking ball. I'm like, man, Miggy's going to hit that thing out. This guy screwed up. It wasn't just this guy. It was a rookie pitcher also making his debut for Chicago last night. I'm like, oh, Miggy's a Triple Crown guy. He's going to blast this thing out. Hits a pop-up. We lead the game off with a double. A double. First pitch. Can't score. Later in the game, first and third. Can't score. You need to.
Well, you got to score.
So my second point, the offense is not good. I can't say they're bad because there are bright spots. Candelario's a good spot. Scope seems to be a good spot. Jacoby Jones is a good spot. But, man, at least last night, and as of late, they're not good offensively. Number 3, this is the biggest point. Casey Mize is ready for the major leagues. He's ready. You saw the focus. I mean, of course, if you listen to the broadcast, he's the best thing ever. You know, best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, okay.
Look at this kid. He's laser focused. He's got really good stuff. True, but let's pump the brakes. He's ready for the majors. You see it.
Let's pump the brakes because he has a lot to learn yet before he's really good. I
Right.
mean, you can have stuff, but there's an art to using your stuff and how you use it. So, and he's got that to learn, you know, going up against the best hitters in the world.
Yeah,
So-
I think he handled it well, in my mind. He gave up the home run, which was a bad pitch, left the slider up, and Encarnacion blew it up. I mean, he crushed it. He's a pro. In the minors, maybe you get away with that. And I said it yesterday. Maybe your strikeout pitch on a 1-2, the guy fouls off. And you think, man, that strikes these guys out. Why? How can they see it and hit it? You got to bounce back. I think he did. I was extremely impressed, and I think Casey Mize is ready for the majors. He looked good, John. He looked real good. I don't mind the 3 runs. It's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
No walks is extremely important.
Right.
And that splitter that he throws is filthy. Filthy. I was swinging and missing from my chair in my living room. It was that good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That happens quite frequently, doesn't it?
Yep. Sure does. So those are my 3 quick takeaways. I want to throw the phone number out if people want to talk about that, or if you want to hit the button for the phone number.
265-4000.
517 is the area code.
Also hit us up. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And you can email us at 965thecave.com. Sports at 965thecave.com. Send something out. Okay, I think we should take a break after that Mize Expo.
Okay. Sounds good.
Let's take a break here, and we'll be right back right after this.
Michigan's auto insurance laws are changing, and that means drivers have a lot to think about, right, Steve Hayes?
People are going to have to be hands-on their auto insurance. They've got a lot of choices here. Bodily injury limits or your PIP choice. Are you going to stay unlimited, or do you want to ramp it down?
But one thing hasn't changed. The local independent agents at Hayes Insurance Agency. They know the new laws inside and out. And whether you're one of their customers or not, they'll help you make an intelligent, informed decision.
It's not uncommon for us to take calls for 5 hours a day of just questions. I get a lot of paperwork that might be intimidating, and we walk them through it. We don't tell people what they should do. We're going to give them the option.
From the simplest questions to the most complex, count on Steve Hayes and his staff at the Hayes Insurance Agency.
I want to be the agent that has the most knowledge about these new laws.
Call Hayes Insurance, get all the insurance you need.
Hayes Insurance, 423-8316.
Even though school buildings are closed statewide for the remainder of the school year, the Lenawee Intermediate School District has been hard at work developing and implementing a continuity of learning plan for our students. This is a unique challenge, and LISD instructors and support staff have worked diligently to provide a variety of distance learning options that best suit the needs of each student. The LISD appreciates your patience and understanding as we learn together how best to serve Lenawee students during this unprecedented time. To view our learning plan and the latest COVID-19 updates, visit lisd.us/COVID19.
This is Pam Campbell, Superintendent of Columbia Schools. Columbia Central High School has a focus on STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. The caring teachers at Columbia make a difference for our students. Many students enjoy STEM courses in forensic science, sports medicine, and engineering. High school students take advantage of our advanced placement courses and early college program. Columbia School District, from preschool and early fives through high school and adult education. Learning today, leading tomorrow. Visit us at myeagles.org.
I'm Stan the Man I Am, and I have to say it feels quite warm outside today. But summer thunderstorms are now the norm, and older roofs can spring leaks. Pesky roof leaks can creep and seep and make your walls and ceilings weep. Flat roofs are steep. The cats in the blue hats at Diversified Roofing can fix that straight away. Call 1-800-668-1928 today, and we'll make those leaks all go away. With Diversified's fair rates, rebates, and financing that's great, that's 1-800-668-1928. You won't get taken for a ride when you call Diversified. We're Master Elite certified and GAF roofing that's tried and true. We're state licensed and fully insured too. Your roof's installed professionally with honesty and pride when you call Diversified at 1-800-668-1928. Here's our website too for you. For Stan the Man and the Cats in the Blue Hats, that's DiversifiedRoofingLLC.com. Again, that's DiversifiedRoofingLLC.com.
Looking for a great lunch or dinner to satisfy the whole gang? The Brick Wall Pub and Grill in downtown Adrian has it all. Juicy burgers, quesadillas, pizzas, salads, homemade soups, and so much more. Check their Facebook page for daily food and drink specials. Indoor and outdoor seating is available. Call 759-4072 for takeout orders. That's 759-4072. Join Crazy Karen for karaoke fun Thursday nights starting at 8 p.m. The Brick Wall Pub and Grill. They're not just another brick in the wall.
Hi, my name is Janie Navarro. I'm a realtor with Excel Realty. I am fluent in Spanish and love assisting the Hispanic community. Call or text me anytime so I can assist you in buying or selling a home. Buenos días, mi nombre es Janie Navarro. Soy una agente de real estate con Excel Realty. Puedo ayudarles con la compra y venta de su casa. Me encanta ayudar a mi comunidad España. Sé que puede ser difícil si no habla inglés. Llámame o mándame un texto y estaré lista para asistirles. 403-4215.
It's summertime. It's hot, dusty, and dirty, and your car needs to be washed. Where do you go? Imagine a crystal palace with a runway where your car glides through a series of steps and your pride and joy is blown dry by angel wings. Okay, maybe that's a bit too much, but Sudsy Does a Car Wash does bless your vehicle with the highest quality of solutions and equipment to lift your car to a higher level of clean. We know you want your car to look great, so try Sudsy Does a Car Wash in Tecumseh.
Sudsy Does a Car Wash, Gary's Quick Lube too.
Welcome back inside the cave here on 96.5 The Cave. John Kane, Ian Went, and we have been talking about Casey. You know?
We're not talking Kansas City.
No, we're not.
No.
Okay, yeah, right. And he had a, I think he had a typical first outing in the major leagues. I mean, you know, there's a lot of number one picks that come out as pitchers, and everyone thinks they're going to throw a no-hitter. He's got a lot to learn yet. He learned a lot last night. You know, so I think it was positive. I think it was a good outing. I think that you know, he's got a bright future. So, but the Tigers are smart. They're going to bring him along slow. I would doubt that, you know, his next start might not come for 5 or 6 games. Because they certainly don't want to overwork him, but the best thing is he's up with the club. There's a lot he can learn by watching other pitchers in the games he's not pitching.
Right.
So,
well, looking at the staff, I don't know who you're gonna look at.
I know, but I mean,
you know,
by watching watching the Tiger pitchers and by watching the opposing hitters, there's a lot he can learn just from being able to see that instead of, you know, pitching down in Toledo and, you know, against guys he's pitched and probably has a pretty good idea. I mean, when you come into a game in the bigs, especially when you're just the beginning of the season for you, all these guys are new, you know. And by being able to see him, I mean, he might be in there taking notes on different guys, the nuances on different pitches that you can use. So he's got a lot to learn, but at least he's here and he can learn it. which is, harder to do when you're in the minors. So I think it's good. And we'll see. But Tigers got to keep clawing, man. They got to stay. They got to stay close. They got to stay close.
Yeah, it's hard to when you lose 8 in a row.
Right.
And when the only offense you can muster is a 3-run home run. That's not good enough. That's not going to win you a lot of games.
No, but, if the Tiger bullpen had come in and done a shutout, they'd still be playing that game.
They'd still be playing?
Yeah.
We'd be checking in?
Yeah, because it would have wound up 3-3. If because Mize only gave up 3.
Right.
But that didn't happen. So they got to get back on the old bicycle, the horse, whatever. Got to get a W here and get this win streak or losing streak out of the way.
Well, it's going to be tough. They got another game with Chicago this afternoon, I believe. 2:10 is when they're slated for their first pitch for the Tigers. I don't remember who's starting.
You don't?
It might be Turnbull. That's what I think. Yeah, it's Spencer Turnbull for the Tigers.
He's been the biggest bright spot.
He has.
For the Tigers.
Yes.
So hopefully maybe Spencer can come in and break this losing streak.
Yeah, but I mean, getting back to Mize, you say the intangibles for pitchers.
Right.
Is he focused? Is he mechanically sound? Is he a leader? Is he a dominating presence? I mean, I don't want to make a comparison, but, Casey is in all likelihood going to be the ace. Yeah. Our last ace is now playing baseball for the Astros.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to draw comparisons with JV just because of where they pitched in the rotation and the team.
Well,
is that realistic to do? No.
Well, he wasn't dominating, but I think he can be.
He's got the stuff.
So,
and he was. Jack Morris said it on the telecast. I mean, he's throwing 90 to 93 miles an hour fastball. It got up to 94, 95, but he's throwing it 91. But it's moving, and it looks like it's 97. That's huge. And that split-fingered fastball, did you get a chance to watch?
No, I didn't get a chance.
But that's filthy. I mean, he was making these guys look like golfers trying to hit this split-fingered fastball. It was falling right off the table. He's got the stuff. He always has. I mean, he was the number 1 pick.
Right.
So he's always had the pitches, and I think it's coming together for Casey, and I think it's going to work. It's going to work. He has to stay healthy, knock on wood. But I was extremely impressed with him, not the offense.
Okay, and again, this is what he had to say.
I think that was one of my goals going into it, is just to be really calm and enjoy myself. And I'm not going to lie to you, I had a blast out there. It's tough that, I couldn't have a shutdown inning after, Candy's big homer and we ended up losing the game. That's obviously very tough. And, that's not what I want for this team. But I honestly, I was very happy with how I was able to compose myself. And that's the most fun I've had playing baseball ever.
So that's cool. Yeah.
He gets it. He's a pro. Well, literally now.
Well, yeah.
But he's like, look, I gave up the home run, gave up a couple others, but he made the pitches.
Right.
I think he was managed well in terms of when Gardenhire took him out. It made a lot of sense. I believe they were down 3-2 or up 3-2 when they took him out, but he had a runner on base.
Yeah, right.
But he went 4 1/3, strikeouts were a good number, and no walks is extremely impressive.
Well, the thing is, they were going to take him out then because I think Gardenhire was going to make sure that he didn't get the L.
Right.
In that spot. I said, we're going to make sure he doesn't get the L.
Right. Maybe we'll win, but make sure he doesn't lose.
Right.
Yeah.
He doesn't lose, and so, like you said, he'd thrown plenty enough. It's a good spot to take him out. So, I mean, even if he had been filthy dominant and had shut out the White Sox, he wasn't going to go past 5 innings anyway. He would have been in the game and had the Tigers. The thing is, Gardenhire, I think, was right because he made sure he was trying to make sure he didn't get the loss. Now, he wasn't going to get the win. You got to go 5 to get the W. But I think not getting the loss is more important than getting the win. And I think he'd thrown enough and good spot, but unfortunately the other guys couldn't hold off the White Sox. And
I mean, that's a good team in Chicago.
We'll see.
It's a good team. Well, I'm telling you.
Come on.
They're a contender.
Whatever. They're what?
They're a contender. Chicago.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Could have been.
Look, they're 6-4 in their last 10. It's a lot better than the Tigers' last 10.
Well, yeah, but they're on an 8-game losing streak, for crying out loud. We keep saying that.
Right. Well, they could have beat Chicago twice. They didn't. They could beat them this afternoon.
It's not
Who
like
knows?
The Sox came in world beaters coming into the series. We got a ways to go. We'll see.
I guess, yeah.
All right.
It's a different ways to go than prior years, only playing 60. You've already played, the Tigers have played over 20 games, so over a third of the way through. And they're 4 games under 500, 5.5 back. I mean, like you said, to contend for a wild card, they got to hover around 500.
Yeah,
Losing 8 straight is not going to do it.
I think close to 500 could get in. Because we were just talking about it. They're going to take the top 2 out of each division, and then there's going to be 2 more based on record. So
it's got to click.
Yeah.
They're not
right.
Obviously not clicking. Overall, impressed with Casey. He's ready for the majors, in my opinion. Offense isn't good. White Sox are a contender. My 3 big takeaways from the game last night.
Okay. You got any more takeaways?
No, because I know we got to go to break. You're anxious.
No, I'm not, actually.
Oh, you're not?
I'm not terribly anxious. So
what do you want to talk about after the break? Get to the NBA playoffs or NHL?
Yeah, and we still got to talk about college football. I think there's cracks. Could be crumbling. Who knows? I mean, yeah.
Cracks are crumbling? What?
There's cracks in the facade for anybody playing college football this year, in 2020.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
There are definitely cracks, and it could lead to crumbling here soon.
And later, a virtual Diamond League championship game tonight.
Whoa.
So we need to recap your game you did last night and preview the upcoming game.
Right. It's going to be, wow. Awesome. Championship game tonight. We're going to crown the winner. It's going to be really cool. So, yeah, we'll get to all of that. And after the break. And so we'll be back with more here on Inside the Cave on 96.5 The Cave and 965thecave.com.
Everybody huddle up. Here's the play. If you wear any kind of screen printed item, go to ProMed Uniform and get your company logo, school spirit wear, fundraiser events, family reunions, any screen printing needs. If you need custom embroidery, go to ProMed Uniform and get your varsity jacket, company logo, corporate apparel, or just that special embroidered item. Score! Let's repeat that play. Nobody can beat it. ProMed Uniform is Lenawee County's premier embroidery and screen printing destination. All screen printing and embroidery is done in-house. ProMed Uniform is where quality work and the best pricing in Lenawee County come together. Please support local businesses and shop ProMed Uniform for all your screen printing and embroidering needs. T-shirts, varsity jackets, corporate apparel, screen printing, embroidery. ProMed Uniform, 937 West Beecher in Adrian.
Get your vehicle in shape for the summer with a complete cleanup at Beecher Street Car Wash and Auto Detailing. They will clean your vehicle inside and out. They offer detailing services like interior shampoo, hand wax, and buffing. Their expert staff will make your car, SUV, or van sparkle. They even do boats, RVs, and semis. Gift certificates available. Beecher Street Car Wash and Auto Detailing is open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. till 7 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. Ask about their monthly membership and their annual memberships. They're located on West Beecher Street next to Barrett's.
Is your asphalt driveway cracking? Does it need maintenance after years of wear and tear? This is Rocky from K&B Asphalt Paving and Seal Coating. We do seal coating, hot rubber crack filling, and unlike others, we also do our own striping, patching, and paving. We are your one-stop shop for all your driveway and parking lot needs. We have 25 years of expertise and are fully insured for commercial and residential work. Visit us online or call 264-2541 for more information. At K&B Asphalt, we pledge to keep our customers satisfied by providing expert service with quality materials at a competitive price.
Get up to 15% off MSRP cashback on select 2020 Chevys. You'll save 15% on Trax, 15% on Equinox, and 12% on the hottest new sport utility vehicle on the planet, the 2020 Blazer. Or maybe you should be driving the all-new 2021 Trailblazer. We've got them all. This is Charlie Ribatero from Suburban Chevrolet of Clinton. Chevy continues to be here for you. So let's look at all the possibilities to get you driving a new Chevy at Suburban Chevrolet of Clinton.
I'm Stan the Man I Am, and I have to say it feels quite warm outside today. But summer thunderstorms are now the norm, and older roofs can spring leaks. Pesky roof leaks can creep and seep and make your walls and ceilings weep. Flat roofs are steep. The cats in the blue hats at Diversified Roofing can fix that straight away. Call 1-800-668-1928 today, and we'll make those leaks all go away. With Diversified's fair rates, rebates, and financing that's great, that's 1-800-668-1928. You won't get taken for a ride when you call Diversified. We're Master Elite certified and GAF roofing that's tried and true. We're state licensed and fully insured too. Your roof's installed professionally with honesty and pride when you call Diversified at 1-800-668-1928. Here's our website too for you. For Stan the Man and the cats in the blue hats, that's DiversifiedRoofingLLC.com. Again, that's DiversifiedRoofingLLC.com.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Lenawee County, Michigan. Sports Talk Radio with a local angle on Inside the Cave. Weekdays from 7 to 9 a.m. on 96.5 FM. We give opinions and analysis on what's happening in the world of sports. Interview area coaches and players and get you ready to start your day.
Sweet, man.
Grab a flashlight, hiking boots, and a compass because it's time to go Inside the Cave. Weekday mornings 7 to 9 on 96.5 The Cave and 965thecave.com.
Welcome back inside the cave. John Kane, Ian Wendt here. And, okay. We're going to, Let's talk about some other sports that are actually playing. You know?
I do. There's two leagues in the midst of their playoffs. It's the NHL and the MLB. We'll start with the MLB. I mentioned the scores during the sports update earlier this hour, but I want to get our quick takeaways from the games that went final yesterday. It was the Raptors, a 5-point win over the Nets. If I remember right, I thought the Nets would steal one here. They didn't, obviously. 104-99. A big night points-wise for Fred VanVleet, rather. 24 points for him. Norman Powell, 24 for the Kawhi-less Raptors. They moved to 2-0 in their series. It was a big fourth quarter. They outscored Brooklyn 30-19 in that fourth quarter.
Well, you know, it's one of the things that I haven't I've been a little bit surprised that I haven't seen, because normally in most playoffs in the NBA, you normally get this. The defense. Normally in NBA playoff basketball, the defense is just outstanding. You know, this is when they really tried to put the clamps on. You don't see it too much during the regular season. So I'm a little surprised that the numbers have been high. As a matter of fact, you just said that the Nets, that might be one of the first scores I've seen where team didn't get triple digits.
Right. I mean, this was the lowest scoring game yesterday.
It is. And we haven't seen a lot of that. I mean, the scores have been high normally for the NBA. And the other reason it's surprising is that with all of this stuff, the pandemic and everything, these guys are actually playing closer to their normal season than anybody else. Because, you know, normally the championship, you know, the winner's crowned in June. So they're actually playing closer to their normal than anybody going here. So I'm a little surprised, but it's been entertaining. You know, they're getting points, and it's been pretty entertaining. Thing is, we haven't seen much in the way of surprises yet.
No, but a nice win for the Raptors. They continue to shock the NBA in their success without Kawhi this season. A good win against a good Nets team. They go up 2-0. The game after was not so close. It was a 19-point win for Utah over Denver. Now I picked the winner right, but I got the spread completely wrong. I thought it would be closer than that, but
well, you always I think that's only natural. You think the games are going to be closer.
Right. Yeah, you seem dumb for picking a wide spread based on what? Right. You know?
Based on what? No, normally you think the games are going to be closer. But that one wasn't, you know?
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell scoring 30 for the Jazz. Jordan Clarkson with 26. Leading scorer for Denver was Nikolai Janic with 28 points. And you got Michael Porter Jr. also with 28, but the secondary scoring for the Jazz was too much. It was a big third quarter for Utah, outscoring Denver 43-29 in the third. They pull away the 124-105 win. They tie the series at 1. I think this might be one of the more
competitive ones.
It's one of these 4-5 type matchups in basketball. So don't take a lot of stock in the spread, but take a lot of stock in the win. So 1-1 in that series.
We'll see.
One of the games I thought would be like a 12-point win for the Celtics turned out to be a 27-point win for the Celtics. They crushed the Sixers 128-101. there's just not enough there for the 76ers,
Well,
and
let's
there's
just
too
face
much
it.
for Boston.
Yeah, let's face it. The Celtics are playing well right now. You know, they're playing well. They could be one of the teams that could win it. Really, as well as they're playing right now. Who knows?
Big night for Joel Embiid for the Sixers. He led them with 34 points. The next highest score was Josh Richardson with 18. So a good night for Embiid. Celtics just too much. Jason Tatum with a monster night, 33 points. We got Kemba Walker with 22, and Jaylen Brown put in 20 for the Celtics. They are up 2-0 in their series with Philadelphia. That might go 4. If there's any of these series that's going to go 4, I think it's this one.
Good.
The big upset was in the nightcap for the National Basketball Association. The Dallas Mavericks, they stunned the Clippers, 127-114. LA, a lot of people's favorites to win the whole thing. And they lose to Dallas. They get outscored by 4 points in the first, and then 8 points in the third quarter. That was enough to give Dallas a win. Luka Doncic with 28 points. Kristaps Porzingis with 23 for Dallas. The Clippers, Kawhi Leonard, 35 points. Lou Williams, 23, but that was not enough. And the Mavericks draw even at 1-1.
You know, part of this going on, and the teams that are on the short end, you got to be concerned. Like you mentioned, the Sixers down 0-2. See, the difference with this year, as opposed to any other year, that if you're sliding, you don't get a chance to go home and maybe turn it around.
Right, or a extended break.
Right.
You know, like a 2-day break while you move back home or on the road.
You don't get a chance to go back in front of the home fans in your own place and turn it around.
And you can't do the it's us versus them if you're on the road.
So it's you're sliding, you could slide right off the end pretty quick.
Yep, and you blink and you're home.
Right. Yeah, you're home.
You're back home, literally.
You're
flying out of Orlando
so,
or driving, whatever you're doing.
So that's part of it that makes it so weird. And big win there to beat the Clippers so that you keep the Clippers from sliding you out.
Right. I mean, that's one of those. It's a 2 versus 7 seed.
Right. So that was you're right. That was a huge win to get the Clippers there and prevent the momentum, because that's going to be a lot of that's going to be big. It's not possible to, get the momentum out of there. Oh, I think I hear something.
Yep, you do.
I do.
Yep. Top of the hour. I'll be in with a sports update. John will push all the buttons behind the scene. Right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For hour number 2 Inside the Cave on 96.5 FM and 965thecave.com.
All right. We'll be back. Keep it tuned here.
You'll hit a home run every time with Hayes Insurance Agency.
Their team of independent agents will cover all the bases
and find you the right policy at the best price.
For your car, your home, your business, whatever you need.
Hayes Insurance, serving residents of Lenawee County and beyond for over a half century.
Call 517-423-8316.
Call Hayes Insurance, get all the insurance you need.
Or visit HayesINS.com. In 1968, Tigers great Jim Northrup hit 2 grand slams in one game.
And ever since, the Hayes Insurance Agency has been hitting grand slams for all its customers in Lenawee County and beyond.
For your car, your home, your farm, your business, count on Hayes Insurance Agency.
On Occidental Highway between Adrian and Tecumseh.
Call 517-423-8316.
Call Hayes Insurance, get all the insurance you need.
Or visit HayesINS.com.
Is your vehicle so dirty that little kids are writing wash me notes on it?
My hands are all dirty.
Is your wife ashamed to ride with you?
Let's take my car.
Is your vehicle so dirty that it looks like it's a different color?
I thought your car was white.
Then it's time to go to Sudsy Does a Car Wash. We know you want your car to look great, so try Sudsy Does a Car Wash in Tecumseh.
Sudsy Does a Car Wash, Gary's Quick Lube too.
It's another Monday. Did you dread going back to work? Well, work doesn't have to feel like that every day. JTech invites you to apply for production operators now, including a signing bonus, $13.50 starting pay with a raise after 30 days, and career advancement opportunities, attendance and quota incentives, overtime opportunities, 14 paid holidays, plus paid vacation time, health benefits, and a 401k and more. Feel appreciated at work. Go to jtechllc.com to apply. jtechllc.com and get more from your job.
Hi, I'm Jim.
And I'm Lisa.
As the new owners of Noggle Heating and Cooling, we assure you that we are still your local Lennox dealer.
Don't just guess if you're getting the best. We know you'll feel comfortable in your home with a Lennox. A Lennox will make the air cooler, warmer, drier, cleaner, and better, with innovative systems that are exceptionally quiet and energy efficient.
Our crew has the expertise and resources to serve you in the best possible way.
Call 423-3121. We're ready to serve you at Noggle Heating and Cooling.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Lenawee County, Michigan. Sports Talk Radio with a local angle on Inside the Cave. Weekdays from 7 to 9 a.m. on 96.5 FM. We give opinions and analysis on what's happening in the world of sports. Interview area coaches and players. And get you ready to start your day.
Sweet, man.
Grab a flashlight, hiking boots, and a compass because it's time to go Inside the Cave. Weekday mornings 7 to 9 on 96.5 The Cave and 965thecave.com.
The best in regional sports from Southeast Michigan. WLEN Adrian, HD2, W243AD, 96.5 The Cave.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Lenawee County, Michigan. This is Inside the Cave on 96.5 FM and 965thecave.com. Sports Talk Radio with a local angle, where we give opinions and analysis on what's happening in the world of sports, interview area coaches and players, and get you ready to start your day.
Good morning.
Now grab a flashlight, hiking boots, and a compass because it's time to go Inside the Cave.
Inside the Cave. John Kane, Ian Went here with you on this fabulous Thursday morning. Do we need to finish up a thing or two, or are we going to do the...
Well, we got to play our normal 8 o'clock drops about how well we did last hour.
Oh, right.
Looking forward to this one.
I forgot about that. Okay.
Probably our best 60-minute performance of the year.
Last one or upcoming? I'd say last one. So,
okay.
What do we got to do this next hour?
You got to find a way to replicate what you did.
Find a way.
Okay.
We're going to start with a sports update.
Oh, we are. Right.
Yep.
Sports update.
Now for an Inside the Cave sports update.
To the world of high school sports, the MHSAA is soon coming out with more direction on fall sports, perhaps today. Girls volleyball is one of those. Steve Barkway talked with Adrian Maple girls volleyball coach Carrie Davis.
Yes, we're anxiously awaiting that. I think we may know more today or tomorrow. We don't really know anything yet. We're all staying hopeful and positive, and there are a whole new set of rules and guidelines we have to go by once we can get inside, limiting the number of teams and just some protocols of how we have to do things and differences we have to do. So I think we're all just ready to go inside, and there's just so many things you can't do, and it's just a different game indoor than outdoor. And some of our girls are used to it, and some aren't. So, just little things like the sun and wind that you don't think about on a day-to-day basis, but they make a lot of difference when you're trying to do things outside and you're not used to it.
Adrian Maple volleyball coach Carrie Davis. Down the road, Tecumseh volleyball coach Kelsey Lindquist tells us some of the protocols the girls have been following up till now.
We pretty much have the same protocol. We have to take their temperature. They have to fill out a log every time they come. We use hand sanitizer, and I have to sanitize the volleyball every time. So luckily, we don't have to do it between each play or anything, but when everyone's done, we have to sanitize. So that's about it.
Tecumseh Indians volleyball coach Kelsey Lindquist. Casey Mize accounted for himself rather well. He struck out 7 in his much-awaited Major League debut, but the Tigers, they dropped their 8th straight. This one to Chicago, 5-3. Mize made history. First Tiger pitcher to strike out that many with no walks in his first Major League game. He told Fox Sports Detroit he tried to stay within himself.
I think that was one of my goals going into it, is just to be really calm and enjoy myself. And I'm not going to lie to you, I had a blast out there. It's tough that, I couldn't have a shutdown inning after, Candy's big homer, and we ended up losing the game. That's obviously very tough, and, that's not what I want for this team. But I honestly, I was very happy with how I was able to compose myself, and that's the most fun I've had playing baseball ever.
He allowed 3 runs on 7 hits. He struck out 7, walked none in 4 1/3 innings. The Tigers, who were once 9-5, are now 9-13. Word has come down from the Big Ten Commissioner, Kevin Warren, that despite petitions by parents and players in the conference, there will not be Big Ten football this fall. He says the focus is now finding a safe and effective manner to hold fall sports at some point in the winter or spring. Meanwhile, elsewhere, some colleges are trying to play football. North Carolina coach Mack Brown says remote classes with no students on campus helped seal his team's bubble, allowing the Tar Heels to play football in the fall. Unlike what he sees at other institutions, here's Coach.
I look up and I see these universities with these students downtown on the Strip, and there's hundreds of them that don't have masks and they're hanging out. Now, maybe they're not taking tests, and everybody on our campus I see is wearing a mask. So, and if we got 19,000 students and 150 have shown positives, I thought that was a rather low number for initially coming back.
Mack Brown, head football coach at UNC. Michigan's Carlo Kemp says watching other colleges play, while they aren't, is going to be, quote, weird, unquote. This time it's the Wolverines who sign a big-time basketball recruit. They landed a 4-star guard, Frankie Collins, one of the premier point guards in the country. Collins reportedly averaged just under 14 points and over 6 assists per game while playing for Compass Prep in Arizona. He later transferred to Coronado High School in Nevada, where he will play his senior season alongside 5-star guard Jaden Hardy. Collins picked Michigan over Arizona State, Auburn, Gonzaga, Kansas, New Mexico, Vanderbilt, and USC.
I really hope that somehow we can get through this and get back to playing college basketball. Michigan versus Michigan State is going to be a really interesting game, at least twice a year.
Well,
It's
that's
gonna
not
be
a very
cool.
bold statement.
Well, no,
It's
but
been
it's
that
gonna be an
way for
interesting game.
for
They're
a
both-
few years.
They're both loading up. It's going to be great.
Oh, maybe not next year,
Right,
But the
I'm
year
just
after.
saying, it's going to be interesting to see, and there are going to be some awesome games between those two over the next perhaps 3 years, maybe more. But it's cool.
Scores from the NBA yesterday: the Raptors over the Nets, 104-99. Jazz beat the Nuggets, 124-105. Celtics over Sixers, 128-101. And the Mavericks upset the Clippers, 127-114. NHL, the Jackets, they eliminate get eliminated by the Lightning, 5-4. Bruins take out the Hurricanes, 4-1 in their series. Avalanche roll over the Coyotes to knock them out, 7-1. Canadians stay alive. They beat Philly 5-3. And the Canucks take a 3-2 series lead over the Blues with their 4-3 win.
What about, didn't the Blackhawks play?
No. They're out.
They got bounced.
They did. Did you just want me to say that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
The Golden Knights from Vegas knocked them out Tuesday.
Don't want to forget that.
No. Yeah, it's worth mentioning again.
Yeah.
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 Well, then the Blackhawks fans say, well, at least they were there. Unlike the Red Wings.
Whatever.
One
I
of 6
get
teams not
that.
to be in the bubble.
Oh, please. You know, I get that. Whatever.
So that's it for the sports update. I made it shorter than 7 o'clock. Is that fine?
We made it shorter than 7 o'clock.
Yeah. Went a little long earlier.
It did?
Yep. Before the break, we recapped the NBA. Now I want to play this game with you.
Oh, no. Here
That
we go.
John Roberts and I did. You pick the winner, and by how many? So the upcoming NBA games, there's
and
4.
So when did you guys do this?
When?
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
We did it for the NHL and the MLB.
And so how did
Or
you
the
do?
NBA. Huh?
How'd you do?
That was pretty good, actually.
He must be pretty good.
Nice. Yeah. I was impressed with myself. With at least my NHL picks, they were a lot closer than they have been in the past.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
They
A
have.
couple of them I picked the score right on, so pretty happy about that. So we talked about NBA before the break. We'll stick with that. So we're gonna play who and by how many. Game 2 at 1 o'clock today for the Pacers and Heat. Miami leads 1-0 in the series. Who wins and by how many?
I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, you want me to go?
Well, yeah.
I was asking you.
What's do you have the
Oh, do I have the lines?
Yeah, do you have
no,
the lines?
I don't. Hey, I picked them yesterday without the lines. So I'm gonna do that again. Close game. Indiana ties the series. They win by 3 over Miami. No real scientific reason. These are two teams that they're not great. They're not championship caliber teams yet. They both have pieces that could become contenders later, but
What about
right now they're in that second or third tier of contenders.
Where are they seated? You don't have
It
that
doesn't
either.
have the seating information.
He doesn't have
on
the
the site.
seeds. He
No.
doesn't have the lines.
Right.
Okay.
That's how I do the best. Okay.
Okay.
Jeff says, write the picks down so we can make fun of you tomorrow.
Yeah, right. See?
Hey, I'm going to gloat today when I'm right. So,
Okay.
on my games yesterday. But
All right. Heat by 4.
Heat by 4. Okay. So we're 7 points different. Okay. Same reasoning as me.
What?
Just because? Just on a hunch?
No, I took the Heat by 4 because I know how good you're not.
Okay. Game 2 later today at 3:30. Houston Rockets and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Houston up 1-0 in that series. Who wins by how many? You first this time.
What do you mean, me first?
I went first before.
All right, I'll give you an easy one then. I'll say Houston by 7.
That's a pretty good number. I'll go Houston by 10. James Harden's just too good. He's in playoff mode.
You were supposed to go the other team.
No.
Well,
no.
if you'd have picked Houston, I'd have gone the other team.
Well,
So maybe you need just to go first.
maybe you should switch your pick then.
I can't switch it now.
No. James Harden, the big narrative about him in the playoffs is he gets worn down the way he plays during the season, and he's got nothing left for the playoffs. Not the case.
Well, of course
this year.
not. He had a long break.
Right. So James Harden stays hot. The Rockets beat the Thunder by 10. 6 o'clock game tonight. It's the Milwaukee Bucks and the Orlando Magic. Orlando up 1-0. Both 1 seeds lost their first game.
Yeah, isn't that unusual?
It was.
Wow.
Who wins by how many? Milwaukee by 15.
Oh.
They are upset, to use
Well,
a
of course
radio-friendly
they're
term.
upset.
Upset ball club.
They were upset.
Yeah. Milwaukee bounces back in a big way. All puns intended for basketball, bouncing back. They win by 15 over the Magic to tie the series at 1.
Well, what do you want me to do?
What?
Well,
Was my
I
pick
can't-
too good?
I
You want
can't-
to say
I
the
can't
same
pick-
thing?
No, I can't pick the Magic
Okay.
because the Bucks they're ticked off. You
Right.
know.
Do you think it'll be more than 15?
Yeah.
Hey, I
All
thought
right,
I
that's
thought
what
the
I'm gonna go.
Celtics would win by 12, then they won by 27.
Right.
So,
I think I'm going to go 20.
20
Yep.
Bucks.
No. I'm going to give you a shot here and just go 20.
Okay. I'm actually doing the homework, Jeff. I'm going to write down what we said for each.
But I don't have much room here. It's not like I could probably pick the Magic, even if I, wanted to. It's if they'd have lost the first game, then I might have picked them.
Right. I mean, you think you're going to steal a game
Right.
somewhere.
But
You don't think it's game 1.
no.
For the most
against
part.
the number 1 seed, no.
No.
But thing is, so now I just got to be outrageous and say, yeah, Milwaukee, but I'll say 20.
Okay. So to recap, just so I got these right, I got Indiana by 3. You got Heat by 4. I had Houston by 10. You had Houston by 7. I got Milwaukee by 15. You got Milwaukee by 20. Right?
Fine.
Yes. Okay. Last game tonight for the NBA playoffs. It's the Trailblazers blazing out to a 1-0 series lead over the Lakers. The LeBron Lakers.
You're going to take the Blazers, aren't you?
I am not. I am
Come
definitely not. You're picking first for this one.
I am?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think? The Blazers are going up 2-0?
Yeah, I'm taking the Blazers
To lose?
to win.
Oh my gosh.
Blazers to win by
Oh, baby, a triple! Oh, yeah!
So you think the lead story tomorrow is going to be LeBron is down 2-0 to the 8th seed?
I'm taking the Blazers to win by 3. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just click that?
I
Didn't
I wanted
do
you to
that?
hear it out loud of what you said is going to happen. just to give you a chance to maybe reconsider.
I'm not reconsidering anything.
So why? I have to ask why.
Just because. I'm going to be contrarian.
Well, you're not going to be right.
You know, and of course, the only reason I picked the Blazers by 3
is so you could play that drop.
That's right.
I got Lakers by 8.
Ooh, I thought it'd be more than that.
No, the Trailblazers are a far better 8 seed than Orlando. Everyone knows that the West is better than the East in the NBA. Lakers bounce back. They get a win. Not as comfortable as you'd want if you're a Laker fan, but they win by 8 and they even the series.
Well, there isn't any question that the Blazers are the most dangerous 8 seed playing.
Right. I mean, you think they're going up 2-0.
No one thought they were going to make the championship round. They were 26-39 coming in. And then all they did was win their first 8.
Right. Yeah. That's all.
So, you know, they're dangerous. Maybe they're probably not going to win, but they're going to make the Lakers sweat this.
But they're going up 2-0, according to you.
They're going to make the Lakers sweat this series.
All right. So here's the who wins and by how many. Here's John's picks. Miami by 4, Houston by 7, Milwaukee by 20, Portland by 3. I've got Indiana by 3, Houston by 10, Milwaukee by 15, and the LA Lakers by 8. Some controversy, but we are sure about Houston and Milwaukee winning, at least.
No, we're not sure. I mean,
we're sure.
When you say sure, that's like 100%.
Sure.
No.
Yeah, sure. Oh, no, not sure.
No.
I want to play the same game with the NHL. Do we have time to start that?
It's a different game. How can you play the same game? It's a different game.
The same game of who wins and by how many. It's tougher for hockey because there's not as many points, you know, for the spread.
Right.
You could say by 1 for every team, and you'd almost be right.
Did you pick 7-1?
I got to go back. It was close. I'm serious.
Oh, please.
It was. I'll review. Actually, a good time to pitch our YouTube channel. Go back and listen to the recording of yesterday's show with John Roberts and I. It's on our YouTube channel. It's at Lenawee Broadcasting Company on YouTube. If you type that in, go to our Inside the Cave playlist. You can listen back to older shows. It's also shared on our social media, Facebook and Twitter.
I'm surprised that JR hasn't sent you a text. I'm sure he remembers. You know?
I'll have to check it during the break.
Yeah, we can't. We'll do the NHL after the break.
Right. Yep.
Okay, we're going to be right back after the break here. You're listening to Inside the Cave here on 96.5 The Cave and 96.5thecave.com.
Everybody huddle up. Here's the play. If you wear any kind of screen-printed item, go to ProMed Uniform and get your company logo, school spirit wear, fundraiser events, family reunions, any screen printing needs. If you need custom embroidery, go to ProMed Uniform and get your varsity jacket, company logo, corporate apparel, or just that special embroidered item. Score! Let's repeat that play. Nobody can beat it. ProMed Uniform is Lenawee County's premier embroidery and screen printing destination. All screen printing and embroidery is done in-house. ProMed Uniform is where quality work and the best pricing in Lenawee County come together. Please support local businesses and shop ProMed Uniform for all your screen printing and embroidering needs. T-shirts, varsity jackets, corporate apparel, screen printing, embroidery. ProMed Uniform, 937 West Beecher in Adrian.
With our 8-year track record of teaching success through Tecumseh Virtual Academy, we are prepared to educate your students. Hundreds of students have taken core subjects and AP classes and gone on to graduate while participating in the TVA Dynamic Learning Community. This year, crossover options are available for in-class and online learning. With equipment and our experienced support staff provided, we invite you to contact Tecumseh Virtual Academy to explore your students' options. Go to TVA Tecumseh online or find our link on WLEN.com.
As you feel the blades of grass tickle your bare feet, a subtle breeze stirs the green leaves overhead. There you are, sipping a cold drink, admiring the beauty and solitude of your own landscaped backyard. The realization has set in. Calling Sealers Landscape and Design was the best and easiest decision you've ever made. Their 3D design program brought your paradise to life. Now for the tough decision, where to put the hammock. Call Sealers Landscape and Design at 442-4823 for a free estimate today.
You'll hit a home run every time with Hayes Insurance Agency.
Their team of independent agents will cover all the bases
and find you the right policy at the best price.
For your car, your home, your business, whatever you need.
Hayes Insurance, serving residents of Lenawee County and beyond for over a half-century.
Call 517-423-8316.
Call Hayes Insurance, get all the insurance you need.
Or visit HayesINS.com. In 1968, Tigers great Jim Northrup hit 2 grand slams in one game.
And ever since, the Hayes Insurance Agency has been hitting grand slams for all its customers in Lenawee County and beyond.
For your car, your home, your farm, your business, count on Hayes Insurance Agency.
On Occidental Highway between Adrian and Tecumseh.
Call 517-423-8316.
Call Hayes Insurance, get all the insurance you need.
Or visit HayesINS.com.
It's another work day. Did you dread going to work today? Well, work doesn't have to feel like that every week. JTech invites you to apply for production operators now, including a signing bonus, $13.50 starting pay with a raise after 30 days, and career advancement opportunities, attendance and quota incentives, overtime opportunities, 14 paid holidays, plus paid vacation time, health benefits, and a 401k and more. Feel appreciated at work. Go to jtechllc.com to apply. jtechllc.com and get more from your job.
We invite you to explore the exceptional learning experience available for all K-12 students at Tecumseh Virtual Academy. The TVA's online learning platforms provide students with the flexibility to learn at their own level, anywhere, anytime, and be aligned with state requirements. With equipment and our experienced support staff provided and an 8-year track record of success, we invite you to contact Tecumseh Virtual Academy to explore your students' options. Go to TVA Tecumseh online or find our link on WLEN.com.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, before field to fork, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Lenawee County, Michigan. Sports Talk Radio with a local angle on Inside the Cave. Weekdays from 7 to 9 a.m. on 96.5 FM. We give opinions and analysis on what's happening in the world of sports. Interview area coaches and players. And get you ready to start your day.
Sweet, man.
Grab a flashlight, hiking boots, and a compass because it's time to go Inside the Cave. Weekday mornings 7 to 9 on 96.5 The Cave and 965thecave.com.
Folks, this is why you also write stuff down. Not only do you say it, you have to write it down so you don't forget what you said less than 24 hours later. I kept saying I had Boston winning yesterday afternoon, 2-1. I picked the score right, but I said Carolina. I took my own advice and I listened back to the show that's posted on our YouTube channel. I had Carolina stealing a game, which goes against earlier in the show me, when I say Boston's the best team left in the playoffs. Power rankings. So I pick against myself and I end up being wrong, and I double down on my wrongness by today claiming that I picked the right game. What are you going to do? You're going to write it down.
No.
So here's what I said would happen.
What you're going to do is you're just going to let it go, give it up, and don't do it in the future.
Right. No, I just got to be better from this moment on. Just be better. Be like Casey Mize. Compose myself. Think about the next pitch. Have a lot of fun. That's all I can do. So me yesterday, I picked 3 of the 4 winners. I had Tampa, I had Tampa, Colorado, and Montreal winning. So 3 out of there was a night game. So I was better than I wasn't. I was more right than wrong. I still feel good about it.
Is that like better than you've ever been? Probably.
In a while, yeah.
Yeah.
At least for on-the-air pick'em games.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's kind of like that.
See, this is
college
only the
football.
You have to understand, this is only the second time I've done this with him. We did
what, pick'em games? Yeah.
We did 'em
Are you
one
going to
time
reference that
way
football
back,
mess?
Number of weeks, and we picked a couple of NBA games, and of course,
That's right. Yeah.
I won against him and got both of them right. And I even picked the underdog not only to cover the spread, I picked the underdog to win.
That was the NBA restart.
And right.
That was weeks ago.
Right, and they did. And then, of course, I picked the Lakers not to cover. He had them covering like huge, 8 points.
Yeah, I gave you 8 points.
He gave me 8 points. I said, I'll take that. And they were getting 4 from the line. And I said, oh, yeah, I'll take that. And then Lakers won by 2. So there
and
you
then
go.
The college football game mess when they simulated the games, and I picked like 2 of them right.
That's not true.
3?
You did get 3 right.
Out of
17.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, I mean, you can't blame me for being happy about my results for the NHL and the NBA. I was pretty good with NBA.
Well, see, what he's looking for is like a gigantic measure of revenge here this morning, because when he's picked against me, he's not done very well.
No, I picked against you twice
right. A
today.
Scintillating 3 out of 19 when you count the 2 NBA games.
Oh, so you're keeping track now?
Well, it's not hard to keep track. So.
You can count mine on one hand. That's why. Okay, so we're playing this who wins and by how many. We did the NBA before the break. We're doing hockey today. So there are 2 games slated for today. They start tonight at 8 o'clock. So stay up late.
I mean, and when's the second game start? For
10:30. Yeah, that's the out west game.
Yeah.
So the day before you have 5 games, and the next day you have 2. It's game 5 for the Islanders and Capitals. Puck drop at 8 o'clock. Islanders up 3-0 in the series with Washington. Who wins and by how many?
Okay.
Is it me? You're looking at me like it's me.
I'll give you a shot. I'll go this time. I'll give you an easy shot.
If you listen to the show yesterday, you'll know my pick.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't listen to the show yesterday, but I'll give you an easy shot. Caps and OT.
Washington by 1.
OT.
Well, we're not doing OT.
That's what I'm putting in there. I'm saying it's going OT.
So before I thought you were going to pick New York, so I wrote Islanders. And for me, I wrote Washington by 1. If we had a camera in here, we could see that, and I could, back up what I did.
You can't agree with me. That doesn't work.
I agree with you exactly.
Oh, God. Come
If I have to disagree with you, I'll give them another goal. I have Washington in my top 5 power ranking for the NHL. So if you heard me say it yesterday, I'm going to pick them. I mean,
all right,
they're not going to go down without a fight. I mean, there is still talent on this Washington Capitals team. It's a year removed from a championship, but you still got Ovechkin, TJ Oshie, Braden Holtby has the capability of playing out of his mind. I have Washington by 1.
They played out of their minds already for 3 games.
Yeah, they did.
But I can't have this.
You want me to change my pick?
No, I can't have you agreeing with me. So,
well, they're going to win in regulation.
I'm going with the Islanders and the Broom.
So you're switching your pick?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Now that you came up with...
You think the Islanders win the series 4-1. How many do they win by?
1.
1? Okay. All right. Could be a controversial switch. Okay. Game tonight. Dallas and Calgary. 10:30 puck drop for us East Coast dwellers. Stars up 3-2 in the series over Calgary. One of the more entertaining matchups in this NHL playoffs. Who wins and by how many? I'll go first. Calgary. I think they get an empty netter and they win by 2. I think when the series started, it had a feeling that it was going to go 7. I think it will. Calgary by 2.
Well, now you just took my pick, so now I'm stuck.
You
Thanks
can
a
take
lot.
them by 1.
Nope.
3?
Nope. Nope. I'm going with Dallas to finish them. Dallas by 2. They get the empty netter.
Boy, I have such influence on you that you pick first for the Washington game, then I pick, and then you change your pick, and then I pick first for the next one, and I make you change it.
I can't agree with you because
we've agreed on like 2 things this whole show.
I know.
How
but
long
I
have we
can't
been
agree
doing
with
this?
you because I just, you're just bad.
It's 2 hours of disagreeing inside the cave.
You're just bad. So I can't do it. I mean, I've tried, but I can't do it.
So that's our who wins and by how many. John's got the Islanders finishing off the Capitals by 1, and he's got Dallas advancing over Calgary. I have the Washington Capitals by 1 and Calgary by 2. So I have a couple of game 7s, or a game 6 and a 7, and you have 2 teams advancing. See, that was a fun game. Who wins by how many?
Right.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
What's not to like about it? And then we get to listen tomorrow for Jeff and Chuck, who's going to make his debut.
Oh, cool.
Or has he been on the air? I know he's been in studio.
He's been in studio, but he hasn't been back here.
Yeah, he's Pat's got the day off tomorrow,
Okay.
so Chuck Moran will make his cave debut.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Won't be the last time you hear from Chuck. So if you like what you hear, he'll be sticking around.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Welcome him. We welcome all kinds of people into the cave.
Yeah, you're telling us. Look at us.
Did you guys mention yesterday about Onstead?
What? Onstead?
On the cave. We really appreciate
The virtual team?
No.
Oh, no, we didn't mention it on the air.
Oh, my God. I can't believe you guys didn't do that.
Well,
Thanks to Onstead High School.
Look, no, I'm sat where you are, behind 4 monitors. John Roberts sat in this chair, and he mentioned it off the air.
Next to the stuff.
Right, off the air, he goes, man, Onstead stepped up. And I go, okay. And then we go back on the air, and we don't mention it.
Don't mention it. Aaron Klaas made a really nice delivery yesterday to our studios here at 242 West Maumee Street in downtown Adrian. And we got a helmet full of really great Onstead Wildcat gear. What's in there? I don't even know, because I actually carried it back here to the cave.
And you didn't look in it?
But I didn't have time to look in it. I mean, I know there was, the only thing I knew for sure was the helmet, of course, and a nice pair of gloves.
Right now I put on the gloves.
Well, they're cool.
Obviously for football, right?
Yeah.
For catching these Wildcat passes from Terryberry, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got Wildcat gloves. We have a football that we have to inflate. It's got a Wildcat on it, the purple and gold. I mean, it doesn't look like a football now, but it will. A couple of jerseys here. I'll bring the mic with me as I'm bending over to grab these jerseys out of the helmet.
Why can't you just grab the helmet and pull it up?
Oh, it's like Christmas. You got to open each thing individually.
Oh, boy.
So there's a Wildcat football white jersey, number 11 for Onstead.
Well, that only makes sense.
That it's white?
Yeah, because they brought it on the road.
They did. But we also got a home jersey.
Oh, cool. Whoa. Like I said, I didn't know what was in the helmet.
Get the home purple. Number 21. So we're a defensive back or running back. Check that out.
Who knows?
We might have to put you in this, John.
Maybe it was a left tackle.
No. We might have to put this on you during the break. Then tweet it out. Okay, and I got the helmet, which I'm not going to put on because I know it won't fit. So, yeah, big thank you to the Wildcats out there.
Actually, a big thank you to all the schools that have donated apparel, all kinds of things for our interior decorating here in the cave. We have gotten all kinds of great stuff from a lot of different schools here in Lenawee County, and we're going to get some more. We're concentrating on getting something from every single school here in Lenawee County, and I think we're almost there.
We're pretty close. I mean,
we got to take inventory. We haven't done that.
Right, we can talk around and see what we got. I mean, also, these aren't just football.
Right. It can be any.
It can be any sport.
Any sport, exactly.
So we got Britton Deerfield, Clinton from Jeff, Lenawee Christian, soccer, and football. Adrian softball, and we have a Maple football jersey. I don't see one.
Well, there's a helmet on the. There's a helmet on the.
We got Tecumseh,
our display case.
Tecumseh football, Madison football. That's one of our more recent additions.
Mm-hmm.
And now Onstead.
So we're getting there. It's cool. And we thank everyone for their donations as we continue to work on our interior decorating here inside the cave.
Yeah, it's a lot easier than picking a paint color.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have something I can add to the cave too.
If we had to pick a paint color, it'd probably be black. We're inside the cave.
That's a good one. We'd have to wear our hiking boots and bring a compass too.
Right.
To navigate it. So yeah, the garage sale last weekend, up near my parents' place. 1984 Detroit Tigers poster.
Oh.
Of the world champs.
Cool.
Yeah. It was from some company, just printed, some restaurant did like it's kind of like an ad in a way because they got their name on it, but it's a cool poster.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to bring it in. It might be in my car.
That was a banner year.
That's Tigers. What I've heard. I wasn't there, but I've heard great things about it.
The Tigers, go wire to wire, win the world championship, and still have the major league record for the first 35 games of the season.
Was that the 35-5?
No, that was 30-5.
35
games.
Oh, you did?
35-5 is 40 games. Hello.
Well, I listened about half the things you say.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, we know that.
Mm-hmm.
You listen to about half, and you only understand maybe half of that, so you're down to a quarter. But anyway, that's cool. Oh, you know, we need to do another break here. We absolutely do, and so we're going to be back right after the break. We got to touch a little bit on college football. We got to touch on Diamond League action. The championship game is coming up tonight. We got to tell you all about that and more here on 96.5 The Cave and 965thecave.com.
We are so grateful to our local heroes, those serving our community every day, to the people working at our grocery stores. We are encouraged by your bravery as you keep our homes stocked with food. To our first responders, how we are grateful for your courage when you come to the need of our community. To our medical personnel and their support teams, working on the front lines to combat this deadly virus. Words are not enough to express our gratitude. So as a community, let us join together while keeping appropriate social distancing and tell our local heroes how much we love and appreciate their sacrifice and the sacrifices of their loved ones. May God's mighty hand protect and guide each of you during these uncertain times.
This message is brought to you by 3Dimensional Physical Therapy, 3DPT, because people matter.
We've been doing business in downtown Tecumseh since 1982. Hi, this is Ed Hall with Carpet on Wheels. That's 38 years as a family-owned local business. Of course, we couldn't have done it without the support of our clients, but there's something to be said about being around for so long. We carry newer selections of floor covering, window treatments, and area rugs. We professionally install everything we sell. Stop in, see for yourself. Get the quality you need and the service you deserve at Carpet on Wheels.
Concerned about what's in your food for your reptiles or fish? At Red Mill Pet Supplies, we research where our food comes from, so you don't have to. Our large, healthy adult crickets are always brought in from a good source and are stored in a clean environment. We also stock regular and giant-sized mealworms. For your small animals, fish, reptiles, and birds, all your pets need for a healthier, happier life can be found at 1111 West Chicago Boulevard, across from McDonald's in Tecumseh, and on Facebook at Red Mill Pet Supplies.
We all know that Salsarias has fantastic authentic Mexican dishes like the signature Baja chicken salad and the queso blanco. What you might not know is they do catering platters for offices, schools, and events that they will deliver. Holy guacamole! Salsarias is open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m. for inside and patio dining as well as for carryout. Find specials on Facebook. Call 423-0018 to order or come in and enjoy a beverage from their full bar along with a great lunch or dinner in downtown Tecumseh at Salsarias.
Long Motor Sales in Tecumseh is asking for your help. Please do your part and wear a face mask while you're in public spaces. Do it for the kids, if not for yourself. We want our kids to be able to go back to school this fall. A friendly reminder that you can shop Long's current inventory online at longmotorsales.net.
New to the lot this week at Long Motor Sales is a Burgundy 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. This sporty SUV features a strong V6 engine, remote keyless entry, and four-wheel drive. With 130,000 miles, there's still a lot of life left on this one. Priced at $12,750. Stop in and tell Eric you want to take this car for a ride today.
If your vehicle needs an oil change or a major overhaul or repair, take it to Long's Automotive Service. Nathan Long has over 15 years of experience as a certified technician, giving you dealership quality service at a low price. Long Motor Sales and Long Automotive Service in Tecumseh. Long, a name you know and trust.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Lenawee County, Michigan. Sports Talk Radio with a local angle on Inside the Cave. Weekdays from 7 to 9 a.m. on 96.5 FM. We give opinions and analysis on what's happening in the world of sports. Interview area coaches and players and get you ready to start your day.
Sweet, man.
Grab a flashlight, hiking boots, and a compass because it's time to go Inside the Cave. Weekday mornings 7 to 9 on 96.5 The Cave and 965thecave.com.
Welcome back inside the cave. John Kane and Went. We're going to be wrapping up the show. We've only got, 10 minutes?
Just
Less
about.
than that.
Yep.
Less than 10 minutes to get this thing wrapped up. So what were you going to say? You wanted to say something.
Well, we need to get to Diamond League.
I know, but you were talking about you were going to say something. NBA.
No.
Oh, I thought you wanted to say something about that.
What? No.
Okay.
I said all my
All right.
NBA stuff. Well, you wanted to talk about college football really quick, and we have to get to the Diamond League.
That's true.
I feel
That's
like we
true.
need another hour for the Diamond League.
Oh, wow. It's been a lot of fun. But college football, talked about it a little bit earlier. There's some cracks in the plaster. You know, not all smooth sailing. We just had a quote from,
Big Ten commissioner.
No, the Big Ten commissioner, but we had from Mac Brown, the head football coach
yep.
at North Carolina. They're going to go ahead and play. They've sent their 19,000 students home, but they're going to go ahead and play. If I was one of those students, I would withdraw. It's an overwhelming majority of students who believe that an integral part of the college experience is their on-campus presence. So they're not going to get that. But Carolina's going to go ahead and keep playing football. And I'm one of those people that say if the students can't be there and enjoy the on-campus experience, then they shouldn't be playing football. Because then it becomes all about money. It's not all about the students, fans, whatever. It's all about the money. And they'd still be able to make a decent amount of money from television, even though there's nobody there.
Well, so it's all about the money. The NFL's playing because they get paid, because they're making money.
Well, that's different.
And to make money.
They're professionals.
The viewership they're going to get and the coverage they're going to get is going to be insane. Especially with no college football.
That's professional.
Right.
But the fans that come for the NFL, they're not going to college. They're not shelling out all kinds of money to what? Sit at home and do it online? Is that what you're saying?
Well, that's from a student perspective. Here's the thing with North Carolina when they sent their kids home. How many of those students were football players? Do we know? I haven't heard any. So they're doing their part. Why should they be punished if they're doing their part? If they want to play football, they've been told, I need to wear a mask, I need to social distance, I need to not go downtown. Mac Brown said, it's all these kids going downtown and not caring. Apparently they don't care about being on campus or playing football. That's my thing with high school too. We know what we have to do. We need to spread out, wear a mask. We've been told this for 6 months, at least. And if they don't want to do it, this is what's going to happen. Now, if 40 kids on the football team had it, that's a completely different conversation. From the athlete standpoint, I get it with the money. I get it. That's a big part of it. But they shouldn't be punished if they're not the ones getting sick. I don't think. It doesn't seem fair to the kids that want to play football. Yeah, right.
I just think if you're not going to have students on campus, you can't play the game. And a lot of athletic directors have echoed that sentiment. So there's just a lot of cracks. And I'm thinking now that the presidents of the Big Ten and the Pac-12 are feeling pretty good about the decision that they made about postponing football to the spring until they can get a better handle on what is going to be happening on their campuses.
Are students going back to Michigan? They're going to.
They're going
Are students
to.
going back to Iowa, Nebraska, Wisconsin?
But we
Penn
don't
State.
know. We don't know if they're
Yes.
going to stay there.
We don't.
I mean, if
are
I'm
you
from
going to?
North Carolina, I'm withdrawn. I'm not going to pay them all that money to sit at home and do.
Well,
online
that's
classes.
true. Especially if you're an underclassman.
Yeah, I mean,
Grab community college for a semester.
whatever.
Save a lot of money.
I'm not going to do that. Why would I do that? You know, I'll enroll at an online university, and there are some of them. You know,
more than some.
Yeah. So I just think it's ridiculous because the students are the ones that really drive the university. It's not the football players or the football team or the money you can get out of them. It's the students, and you got to take care of the students. And I just
Well, the students aren't taking care of themselves.
well, you get that, but
Here's
you got to do the best you can.
You can say they're 18 to 22-year-olds and mean that in both ways. One, you're an adult. Do adult things. And two, you're a young adult. You're going to do stupid things and not think in the moment. We've all done it. That was probably the stupidest time in all of our lives, 18 to 22. But you're also an adult. You're given adult responsibilities.
Well, hopefully, they're going to learn from this. I just don't see any way that they can do this. Yeah, Matt Brown, your players in a bubble now. They're in a large area, and there might be 300 or 400 people on the entire campus that at one time had 20,000 people. Yeah, I guess you're pretty well protected. But
right.
I don't see this thing happening. I really don't. We move forward. So we don't have any more time. We got to get to Diamond League.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We need you got me going.
Championship.
We need another hour.
Championship. Who's in the championship game?
Well, you were on the call last night with Pat.
Oh, that was a heck of a ball game. Tecumseh and Morenci. No. Yeah, Tecumseh and Morenci. What a game by Christy Sajak. Indians win 2-1. At one point, she retired 14 in a row. And tremendous, tremendous effort. So they get in, and the way the Diamond League has gone all season long, it doesn't pay to be a high seed, does it?
Doesn't
number
matter.
3 and number 4 are going to play for the championship. 1 and 2 got knocked out.
That's right, and it'll be
A 2-1 win, and of course we don't know how it's going to turn out, but I got to believe it's going to be a tight game. It's just going to be one of those nail biters for the championship.
Yep. Sajak is going to be on the hill again for Tecumseh, going back-to-back nights. And Chris Dubbs will be her counterpart for the Trojans. It's going to come down to who's got the best bat. Who's going to make the big hit and really make the difference in the game, because Dubbs is on fire. Madison has won 4 in a row.
Right. How many have they won in a row now?
I think they're at 4.
4 in a row.
Yeah, they're the hottest team in the Diamond League, and Tecumseh's been the consistency. We've been talking about them at the top of their division all year.
Yeah, they were 2 and 3. We didn't think they were even going to get in.
Right, yeah, Madison
Let alone play for the championship.
But they find themselves there. It should be a great one. Jeff Bowman and myself will be on the call. Pre-game at 6 o'clock for the 51st and final 2020 Diamond League game of the year.
It's been a heck of a season, hasn't it?
13 weeks.
Wow.
With an all-star break.
Yeah, we had our country's birthday all-star break.
Yes. Yeah. It's been fun. Should be a great game tonight with Jeff and myself. Again, that's 6 o'clock after the huge show here on 96.5 The Cave and 965thecave.com.
So we don't have the schedule for next week, do we yet?
It's up in the air.
No, it's always up in the air here in the Cave. Always up in the air. So we'll be back. We don't know what days next week, but somebody will be here. You don't have to worry about that, right?
Yep. Jeff Bowman, Chuck Moran tomorrow from 7 to 9 inside the Cave.
All right, that does it. John Kane, Ian Wett, so long. Have a great day here on 96.5 The Cave and 965thecave.com.
Hi, this is Dennis from Abbey Carpet and Floor, and it's easier than ever to tap into the convenience of smart home technology during the Hunter Douglas Smart Shade Savings Event that's going on now through September 7th. Enjoy valuable rebates starting at $150 on qualifying purchases of Hunter Douglas motorized shades like insulating duet honeycomb shades or dramatic pirouette window shades or the revolutionary Sonnet cellular roller shades, all equipped with the advanced wireless technology of PowerView motorization. Using this smart technology, the associated smart hub, and the mobile devices you use every day, you can easily program your motorized shades to move automatically to the scenes and schedules you set. Plus, PowerView integrates easily with some of the most popular home automation systems, intelligent shades, and smart savings. Connect with rebates now through September 7th. Limitations and restrictions apply, so ask us for details. Abbey Carpet and Floor, America's choice in floor fashion since 1958.
We can find you the next pre-owned vehicle you're looking for right here. Hi, I'm Ricardo Velasquez with Suburban Chevrolet of Clinton. With so many vehicles available through the Suburban collection, if you don't see the right vehicle for you on our lot in Clinton, we have access to hundreds more. Suburban also offers many financing options to help fit your budget. Come on in and find your next new or pre-owned vehicle right here on the corner of M52 and US 12. Make the choice at the home of the lifetime warranty, Suburban Chevrolet of Clinton.
ProMed Uniform is celebrating 25 years of business. ProMed Uniform's commitment to Lenawee County's healthcare, EMS, police, and fire personnel has always been a top priority. On sale now, in-stock 511 tactical pants 10% off. ProMed has an extensive inventory of medical scrubs, Barco, Grey's Anatomy, and Wonder Wing all in stock. All scrubs are currently 20% off their already low prices. ProMed Uniform will match or beat any competitor's price, including websites or catalogs. Medical, fire, EMS, and restaurant attire. Check them out on Facebook and at 937 West Beecher in Adrian.
I found us a place that wants to hire a few good employees. That's us.
Wait, does it pay well?
It does, and we can get meals and discounts on all kinds of things. The hours are flexible. They even offer scholarships, insurance, and a retirement plan.
Sounds too good to be true.
Nope, it's true.
McDonald's offers a wide variety of job and career opportunities from crew member to management. We're hiring for both our North and South Main locations in Adrian and at our Hudson Meridian Road McDonald's.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Lenawee County, Michigan, Sports Talk Radio with a local angle on Inside the Cave. Weekdays from 7 to 9 a.m. on 96.5 FM. We give opinions and analysis on what's happening in the world of sports, interview area coaches and players, and get you ready to start your day.
Sweet, man.
Grab a flashlight, hiking boots, and a compass because it's time to go Inside the Cave. Weekday mornings 7 to 9 on 96.5 The Cave and 965thecave.com.
The best in regional sports from Southeast Michigan. WLEN Adrian, HD2, W243AD, 96.5 The Cave.
96.5 The Cave. Lenawee County Sports. 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 Lenawee County